Tails Creative is a design firm based in Shanghai that creates spaces born out of the intent of telling stories and dialogues. The studio is led by Lingli, who brought in her extensive experiences to the applications of design, operational strategies, and technological solutions in a space. Tails Creatives currently focuses on innovative landmark projects, one of which we will be discussing further today in this interview, and on bringing in a multi-dimensional experiences through every of their designs. So super excited to have Lingli here with us today, and thanks for your time.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
The pleasure is ours. So will you first tell us about your background, the firm, and about the design approach as well?
Yeah, so I graduate from an art school in Beijing, as is one of the top art schools in China. And then afterwards, I went to Uzbekistan and we work as senior design lead to lead the projects. And afterwards, I started my own firm 2 years ago. And we really been very lucky to have, those opportunities. So we were focused on very different projects, such as retails. We have done some retails on Henshan Road, number 8. Now it's really, really popular in Shanghai. And we also done some F&B and hotels on the Bund. That is also an amazing experience for us. So what we really want to try to do, as our name tells, we want to build great stories with our client, so we can create meanings for both the client and us, and create great stories for the individuals and also the customers.
That's amazing. So how have your past experiences or your education shaped the way you craft spatial design and narratives?
So as I was in art school, it really gave me the eye to observe and sense the world. And also it gave me the perspective on, what we are pursuing, the projects. And also in Uzbek, I think it fostered a really holistic design strategies for, commercial projects, both retail, real estates and corporate, understand their background and culture, their DNA, and what they are facing in the environment, and how the project can support them to have right propositions in the market. And the experience in WeWork really tell me that design industry is part of a bigger stories. So we also need to consider the operations, the key experience that we want to bring, both from the design perspective and also the operation perspective. And also, that client might have their ROIs and how they want to invest in this place, and how we can use the budget to elevate the place. And also it makes us realize that, hospitality is everywhere. It's not only in like hotel project or retail project, it's everywhere. So it's really on how we treat people. So and afterwards we start to have those hospitality projects, and we start to collaborate with those boutique teams. And so we know and understand from them that we really care about the piece of the place, and also the process, how we lead people into the environment, how we set all those sequence in this experience.
Yeah, wow, I really agree with that mindset, that design is just it's a support and enabler to a bigger goal, such as business goal or economic goal, or even like behavior goals. So yeah, I do really agree with that. So in that sense, in what ways do you connect the brand strategy, design narratives, and creative art to make a sense of belonging in the space?
So for us, we were first, we wanted to make the space to have the souls. So we were looking at the values of the brands, and we need to align those values. And then we want to have those, foundations of the projects, and we should align the foundations, such as the project propositions, the values that the client really care about. And then we are looking at the personality of the brand, what makes it different, and how we can create those experience. And afterwards, we will looking at the experiences, and it will, first we'll bring what type of impressions you want to make, for this place. What is the mood of this place? And then it will be like, what is the journey of this experience? How you want people to experience this place? And what are the highlights that can bring the memories for our customers? And then afterwards, you will know what's the details, materials, lightings, the different touches and artworks. All those should sing the same songs. It's a rehearsal to this holistic experience.
Yeah, and just now we were talking about holistic and multi-dimensional experience, right? How does it simultaneously increase people's awareness of design and architecture?
So we would like to, active the different senses, like what we said, 5 senses, because that is what we know and understand the world. And we have the memories when we feel the space and feel it means something for us. So we will really explore the different layers of the experience, and how we bring, the visual experience layers, the space, you can feel it's changing, different volumes. And also that makes us feel very different, while we explore the space. So, and also we were looking at those details, and what we said, the touch can leave the memories. What type of touch we want to create in these different spaces, and what we want people to be quiet and enjoy the space that we create for them.
Yeah, that's super cool. So will you share with us about the Joy and Sam lifestyle market, and what did you try to achieve through the project?
The Joy and Sam actually is 2 cats' name from all his friends. Yes, so the name is really, you can feel the intimacy in the names, and that is what we want to bring back, to people's life, because this is a supermarket. It should be very warm to people. And this lifestyle market, we have 2 floors. One is really focused on the retails. Another floor is the bistros and the wines. It's really for night lives. So on the first floor, that we actually create many different experiences while they explore the space. So we will have a neighborhood market, and as you know, when you first enter the space, and we have bring the food, the wild food, into this super market as the first showcase. And then we also wanted to bring the sense of joy, soothing, and the cultures we want to shape is the community. And then you will see, and then the next step, you will see, the light snacks and fresh roasted coffees. And then afterwards, you will see some fresh food supermarket. And also in the supermarket, you will see some Chinese noodle counters. And in a corner of that space, we will bring back the living room settings as join some life experience museums. So on the first floor, you'll see there are so many different function zones, but we mingled it. And when people to experience this place, it's not like this place is just for food. That place is just for coffee and fresh or snacks. But while you explore the space, it is all together. So one side you can drink coffees, another side you can buy some coffee materials for yourself. And on the end of the place, we want to bring this living room, because we want to connect the peoples on the Henshan Road. It is really a great communities in Shanghai, and we make it all the stuff very flexible, so it can shift into a classroom, and people come to this place and to learn the healthy lifestyles and learn the cookings, and also to exchange different experiences. So this is for the first floor. And for the basement, it's really, we want to have an immersive experience of the food and also the wines. So because of this basement, we also have an orchard. So we find out it's really amazing to make this orchard as the soul of the basement. So we make this orchard as a pour space, and we build so many different functions around that. So you will see, we will have a pour house around the orchard, and people will drink alongside the pour. And also we will go to the pour bars, and adjacent to the pour bars, there are thousands of wines that applied, that's from all around the world. And it brings the different feelings for this place. And also because of the wine, we also have different functions adjacent to the wine libraries. So you will see there are also cheese bars, and also there are tables and stools to make people understand the wines. And also we also want to create the hospitality of this basement. So at the end of the space, we also create a feast for the themes, as it is a really good opportunity that people come to here. And it also is highlights for the basement as well. So you can also have your own private dining environment for this place. Actually, after even before when we opened this lifestyle market, there are people to reserve this place to have their big family dinners there.
That's super cool. I really love how in one project alone, you can entertain a lot of the senses through different stimuli, right? Hearing, taste, seeing, and even like with the living room, you added the educational aspect of it. And also there's a community aspect to all the spaces that you provide. So it sounds really, really cool.
Thank you.
So I'm very curious, how has the project successfully empowered people and culture, maybe through the activities it has, or through the different engagement in the community?
So as while we talking about this project, we want to bring this different lifestyle market to the people. So we actually embrace a lot of activities in this place. So actually the client also hosts adoption for the dogs events in this place. So people can come here, they know they're not only shopping, but also learn the perspective of life and find the passions for life and find the passions for cook and found the passions, for knowing each other, because nowadays in China, Shanghai, people are really to online shoppings. So what's the difference of this offline experience? So we not making this market as the old tradition. We want to make it as more human in this place. So, and that's why we make this living rooms, but can also change to education space for people to come here to share with each other. And also on the basement, we also create, because we create this library of wines, the client's ambition is to create the biggest wine libraries in Shanghai. So that's why we have probably around 10,000 bottles. And from my memory, it's 130 different places of the wine. So, and we also invited wine experts here to introduce the wines, the bottles, the histories, and to compare different bottles of wines. And people actually can apply. They have activities every Saturdays. So people can come here to learn and also know friends from this event. So that is what we think, from this supermarket. It's very different from traditional market. It is really about how we live, how we drink, how we think, and how we know each other.
Wow, that's super cool. Hopefully I get to visit one day.
Thank you. Yeah, it's in Shanghai. It's really, really popular right now.
Yeah, looking forward. Lastly, what do you think is our greatest asset now to realize a sustainable design and a better lifestyle in the future?
So to achieve that sustainability, we needed to think about flexibilities of this place, because the world is changing very quickly, and for the client, they needed to adjust the space according to the people they are changing, the environments they're facing are changing. So for instance, for examples in this project, we make a lot of stuff is movable, like the shelves. We make it adjustable. Every shelf is adjustable. So the client can change the items they want to display and the stuff they want to display. And even the signage is also adjustable. It's not really like stick or built-in signages. So that can make the client, make the operations to be very easy to adjust to different operation goals. And also for all the cabinets that are also adjustable. So you can see the clients really focus on if the place will shift to other functions. It can always have the opportunities that we build in the first beginning to help them face different situations. And also for a better lifestyle, because we want to bring back the fun of life. So we want to make the experience or the journey not follow the stereotype, but can bring different expressions of life. So that's why when we experience this place, and then we can feel that people are really love this place. Actually, when you go there, there are a lot of people, they are taking off their phones to take photos or take their selfies in this place. And some people are taking very expert photo cameras to take photos. So we are happy to see people are enjoying this place. And also we see the values that what design can bring to the client is because it's really good for their branding as well. And in this place, we see people come here to meet each others because they think it's a great place for them to have this time. And also we will see that how the different cultures that happen in the same place, because some people, they are probably really interested in the wines, and some people are really interested in the health lifestyles. So, but the space can provide different opportunities for them to have different sessions with different experts. And also you can see that for that part, people want to experience the healthy lifestyles. We also bring back the farm's products and to make them to have better connections to the farms around Shanghai, but not only from the internet, but also is really an offline experience with the farm's products. And also we also want to bring the family type of feeling. So that's why this place can have the opportunities to host events such as adoptions of the dogs and cats, and have a great connection with the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's really cool. If you think about design, it's really a mediator of many different goals and stakeholders. Like we said earlier, that whenever there's a space, there must be a client, but there will also be users that use the space, and also other goals such as economic goals or business goals. And it's really great that you think about not only how your design will translate to the audiences, but also about operational and adjustments that will be made along the way. But also, design can be a connector of the past, the present, and the future as well, right? Through the bringing in of different culture or different times, and now the present, how the users will receive all the different strategies that you put in and the different applications of design. And also in the future that, maybe it'll be teaching them something, or they can pass it on to other people or other communities around them. So it's really, really cool to see it happening in your projects. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing today.
Thank you as well.